had to hop out because my face had frozen. Oh, snacking in my pajamas. So I'm going to put the chat on. So feel free to interrupt if you want to. Well, not put the chat on, open the chat up. Feel free to interrupt or type in the chat. So I'm just going to talk about snacking. So it's not going to be a big chat. It's just like an 8 p.m. little yarn. So yeah, if you've got anything you want to share, go for it. But sharing about our, mainly our clarity canisters. And then I was thinking, hang on, when I think tea and coffee and I think snacks, I think of a whole lot of other stuff. So you can't see it right now, but there's like crap piled up all around me. So we'll start with what I was going to talk about. That is the clarity canisters. I freaking love them. They're so beautiful. You can see there's some behind me there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and there's actually one in the cupboard. Okay, I have 12. Definitely obsessed. So this is my tea and coffee station. I like it because it looks elegant. You can see it on my bench. You can see what's in there, you know, when you need to fill it up. I was thinking, I don't know why I needed to get such big containers. So my thinking was, I buy lots of, say, I don't buy a lot of coffee, but say Milo. I buy a lot of Milo, so I'm going to need a big container for the Milo. But I'm thinking if I did this again, so this is my tip. You may be like me and have the big ones, and that's okay. I think if I did it again, I would probably stick with the 2 and then fill the 2 up. And any excess coffee I had, I'd maybe have like a big Milo container, like a modular that you can store in your pantry. And then when this gets low, you fill it up. Or if you got like a big square modular, like those red ones up there, you could, after you're filled up your tea and coffee, you could leave them in their bags if you really wanted to and put them all into one modular, and that's like your refill modular for your tea and coffee station. I have a lot of herbal teas and stuff, so the clarity canisters, get focused Cheryl, come in a 1, 2, 3 or 4. So this is a, I'll try to put them up like this is a 1 and a 2 and a 3. So a 4, if you can imagine, is a 1 and a 3 put together, because if you're good at maths, you'll know 1 and 3 is 4. So I haven't got any 4s. I haven't got any of the tallest ones. That was just how it worked out when I bought them. I don't know why I don't have a 4. I think I bought them in a set, and the sets didn't come in 4, but they stack really nicely on top of each other. So they can actually be quite an economical space saver on your bench if you haven't got a really big kitchen area. They've got a divot in the lid, so they do sit on there really well. They're not just going to fall off. And I've only ever cleaned the seal on the Milo ones, but you can take the seals off if you needed to clean them, and then you just make sure you line it all up perfectly so you can put it back on, and then that kind of line it up properly, put it back under its little groovy thing, that kind of suctions on there. So I use them for tea, coffee, Milo, herbal tea, sugar, marshmallows, drinking chocolate, that sort of thing. A lot of other people I know use them for nuts. So some people store nuts in their modulars, and I have some nuts in modulars, but I have since learned that nuts, if you're going to be storing them for a long period of time, they don't like to be in complete airtightness. They like a little bit of breathing, and these breathe slightly. So these aren't as airtight as the modular. So if you're wanting something for your nut station, also seen people use them for, like, if you're buying like different biscuits and whatnot. Some people are like really proud of their biscuit stash or their sweet stash. So yeah, they would look amazing in those. So yeah, clarity canisters, that was what I was originally coming to talk about. And then I thought, hang on a minute, if we're talking tea, coffee, snacking station, there is so much more to it than just clarity canisters. So I'm like, where do I start? There's so much. So we have the Mickey and Minnie. I've been snacking the Mickey and Minnie bowls at the moment on sale. They're not in our regular range catalog. I don't know if they will be here after birthday week, but they're brought out just for birthday week. This is the mini one. Oh, it's the mini face on the Mickey writing. I have got the second bowl, so it comes in a set of 2. So I'm going to make sure I swap the seals over, because there I can't have that. 700 mils or something, I can't remember the size. So yeah, perfect for your little snacks. They are kind of good that you can't see through them, because then you're not going to be like, oh, I see the biscuits, I'm going to eat them, and that's what I need in my life. Cute little ear thing. So yeah, anyway, you could use that for your kind of snacking station. When I'm thinking snacking, I'm thinking food you just want to like grab quickly. You don't want to prepare, you just want to eat it. Okay, so that's like your biscuits or your crackers. I store my crackers in some containers I'm not going to show you. They are Tupperware, but we don't have them in the range, and then you'll see them and you'll be like, why don't they have those anymore? Because they're so good. So I'm going to show you other good things that if I hadn't have got those, I would have used these. Or actually what I used to use before I had those were my sweet keeper and slice and store. So this is actually comes in black, a black lid. It looks like like I said, I've got piles of stuff here. It looks more like this, okay? So the Sweet Keeper range, the baking keeper range now comes in a clear base, black lid. So if you can imagine that with these sizes. Speaking of snacking, here's the muffins that we made today. So if you missed our silicone demo, look at those. That's so beautiful. Gluten-free. If you want the recipe, I'll recipe in the comments and I'll do my best. Or probably personal message me. I've got so much to catch up on. So if you're waiting for me to message you back as I was something, please don't feel bad about messaging me and reminding me, because I need that in my life right now. Look, you can see them in the bottom. So this is obviously for your circle cakes, but great for your muffins as well. So really, really airtight. So I am a person that I like all of my crackers separate. So I have done a little, I'm not going to show you, but I have done a picture before of my cracker containers. You may have to scroll the VIP group if you're in my VIP group. We have about 7 to 8 to 10 different varieties of crackers, because the kids like a lot of crackers. And so I think variety is good. So then I'm like, do you want a cracker? And they're like, no. I'm like, what about this cracker? They're like, oh yeah, maybe. Okay. Whereas if you just say, do you want cracker? They'll be like, nah, because they get sick of crackers. But then if you've got a lot of variety, they're not going to get sick of crackers, and they're the best snack food ever. So if you're a person anyway, long story short, that doesn't care about mixing all their crackers together, you could have them in here. If you're a person who's not too fussed about keeping them in their packaging, you have like your rice crackers down here, your loose meal mates here, and then your square crackers there, or whatever. Very good size. And it's also a very good height. And so that's that size, and then there's the circle size. If you're obviously a baker or you make your biscuits, you will be interested in these as well. And then this is the slice and store. At the moment, it's got the wraps in it because I ripped the bag, and ideally don't want to keep them in the bag anyway, because they're going to be fresher in here. Not quite as tall. And a little disclaimer. So I've made today, I also did a demo of making a slice. So I wanted to show you how easily this comes out of the silicone. Yes, it's a slice. It's supposed to be like this is a biscuit slice, so it's like really hard, but it doesn't quite fit. So you'd think if we make a rectangle silicone thing, we'd have a rectangle keeper. Doesn't quite fit. It has like a little bit of an overhang. So oopsie daisy says now cake crumbs in the wraps. So we're going to ice it tomorrow because the afternoon disappeared. But do you see how easy it came out of silicone? Oh, make sure you go back and watch my silicone demonstration. And I was, hey, Brenda. Yeah, super love silicone. If you love silicone, put 1 in the comment, because everyone needs silicone in their life. So anyway, back to snacking. You can put snacky things in there, and you know that's liquid tight, airtight. Yes, that bit has snapped. This container is about 13 years old. Still going strong. It still looks reasonably beautiful, doesn't it, for such an old container? The colors are just very old-fashioned. Still going. So if you're still here, thanks for staying. More on snacking, little containers. Again, got the wrong lid on the wrong container because the red goes with Mickey and on here's Minnie. I need to work my life out. I'll blame the kids. So at the moment, these are on special. You can get a set of, it comes with 2 bottles and 2 containers. The other bottle's pink and the lid is pink, 475 mils. So this is perfect for like your snacks on the go or your kids' snacks. So today, Elliot had rugby, soccer, and I knew that kids would be hungry. I had to wake Willow up. So I was like, shit, I better chuck some crackers in a thing. So I chucked some crackers in a thing. And I know that they are sealed, liquid tight, airtight. Nothing's going to get in that shouldn't. Nothing's going to get out that shouldn't. And then I also know that if we don't eat them all, they're going to stay fresh in here. Whereas if you wrap this up in Glad Wrap and you wrap 10 crackers, you only eat 5, you know, the other 5 is stuffed, and you're going to have to give them to the pigs or the chickens or chuck them in the rubbish, even worse. So I'm all about reducing waste and maximizing the groceries that I have and not wasting money and all of that sort of thing. So anyway, super cute set. Only came out for birthday week. I don't know if it's going to come back after that. So it's snacking, that one. Right, more on snacking and tea and coffee station, because I'm kind of getting a little bit off track because I'm also supposed to be talking about tea and coffee station. Hang on. Such a good cup of tea. So I alluded a little bit earlier to our modulars. I don't keep my tea and coffee in here because I have the clarity canisters. If the clarity canisters don't float your boat, or you don't keep your tea and coffee out on the bench, not that you can keep these on the bench, they're just not as pretty as the clarity canisters. You could use this. So it depends on obviously how much Milo, sugar, blah, blah, blah you have, but you could be interested in putting them in a modular. With the modulars, you can get 2 types of seals. You'll notice this one's a bit different. It has got the pour all seal, or instead of pouring, it's a great teaspoon access hole. It's very full with sunflowers. So you'll see there. See, you can put a teaspoon in there to get your coffee out. Away you go, and then you seal it and it clicks. You kind of slide your fingers forward, seal it, clicks. It's now liquid tight, airtight. Or, you know, if I've got any more to sound that. They come in different sizes. So damn, modulars could be, oh, that's what I was going to say. So if you don't want to put your tea and coffee in it, again, very, very airtight container is going to keep, honestly, you could keep crackers in here for 7 years, you pull them out and they would still be the same. think I'm lying. I want someone to test it. So I'm buy a modular, put crackers in it, do it for 7 years, see how you go. Biscuits doesn't have to be just crackers. They come in different sizes, as you can see behind me up in my cupboard. There's some squares up there. You can also get mini rectangles, which at the moment there's a special 2 mini rectangles for 56, which you might be thinking, well, that's a lot for 2 containers, but they'll last you forever, and then your crackers will last forever. So you'll never have to buy more crackers when you waste crackers, because they'll be lasting for ages in there. But wait, there's more. So at the moment on special, there's a potato mate, onion mate, garlic shallot mate. So this is the garlic shallot mate. It is our smallest one. This is an old school version. This is 13 years old. Have you know, it's from when I did Tupperware when I was in my 1920s, or say 21. I was very young anyway. So this is the onion mate. This is the next size. So you can use this as a snacking station. I got a friend, I didn't get a friend shared into my VIP group how she uses these. She has 3 of them, 3 kids, and their snacks for school lunches are in there. And pretty much she puts it in and they have to manage it. There's no onion mates, all sold out. Oh my gosh. I think I may have bought an extra one. So if anyone is real stuck, did I buy one? I think I did buy one because I was like, when I'm demonstrating, this is old. I need to have like the actual one, but at least you get the size, but they're sold out anyway. So thank you, Vanessa. These ones aren't sold out. And on onion mates, I don't even put onions in my onion mate. I put onions in my garlic shallot mate, because I also don't buy garlic shallots because, or shallots, however you say it, because I buy crushed garlic because I'm mum to 3 kids, so I don't have time to be peeling and crushing garlic. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, you could use that, and then the kids can see in there, but the mice can't get in there. And then you just close it up, so then you can go on holiday for 3 weeks, come back and know your snack's going to be safe, or you can take the snacks on the road with you. How good would that be? So yeah, nice easy access hole, bam, in there. It's also part of the modular range, so you'll find that you can stack your modulars on top, and the dimensions are the same, so perfect for maximizing pantry space. Right, so further to that, imagine, okay, snacking stations in here. We're trying to reduce plastic waste. This is the most plastic you'll see in my house. It's terrible. I hate that all of these things come in plastic, but they are convenient when I haven't baked, but I've baked, so we're good for another couple of days. So imagine this is your snacking station for the children. Snacking in here, obviously if they're 5, this will not be convenient because they would not take the lids off properly and they would not put them on properly. But imagine having like a whole lot of raisins in here. So instead of buying, or sultanas, instead of buying little boxes of raisins, which you don't need all that waste, you have little snack cups. So they just dispense some raisins into these snack cups from the bigger container. Oh, bliss. Right, so another thing you could use as a snacking station is actually our bowl. Sounds crazy, but when this seal is on, liquid tight, airtight, and it's beautiful. It's kind of like your old Nana's biscuit container with the, you know, you used to have the little oyster shell, like the scallop shell. I have my shallot mate potato mates, never have anything in them, so I think I've used. I can't believe you never used them, Kat. You need to eat more potatoes. I'm so excited to get yours. Awesome, Vanessa. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, do consider our bowl range. This is just one bowl. There's lots of bowls that you could use, especially if you like a lot of biscuits, because you fit a lot of biscuits in here. You could also fit your muffins in here, cupcakes. You just have to stack them a couple of layers, but it would be quite a good height for a couple of layers of muffins, cupcakes. And the last thing I'm going to share with you is, I don't know if you saw, but some Bogo deals have gone up. A little bit confusing to find. If you're on a computer, you click on offers and a little Bogo drop down will come. They stay in the original bags. Yeah, it's like Tupperware's almost a lifestyle. So Kat's like, oh, like she's got the potatoes, they just never actually make it to the container. So it's all like, for me, the Tupperware works in with my whole system and my whole routine. So we get the groceries home. I don't just dump them. I make sure I've got the time to properly unpack them and put them in their containers and prepare whatever needs to be prepared. And then I do my freezing and my fridging, and it's sick, I know, but pretty much nothing ever gets put away in its packet. So when someone else unpacks my groceries, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to go back and unpack them, put them in the containers. Okay, Bogo deal. You guys think I'm so strange. You probably already knew, actually, because this is streaming live in my VIP group. Bogo deal, holy hicka. So these come in a set of 2. It's a beautiful pink one, and there's also a green one with a blue bit around here. From memory, that's the colors. Normally $42 for 2. You can get 4 for $42. So it's like buy one set of 2 and get another 2 for free. So I am gonna, I just didn't order for a friend who ordered some of these, and some of these I'll talk about. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't need to do an order, so there's no point us doing a joint order to save postage. Then I suddenly thought, I gave one of these to my friend for her birthday, and she loves it, uses it all the time. So it was a $21 present because they come in a set of 2, and I only gave her one, $21. So never had that kind of time. Come on, Kat. So yeah, do think about other people. Mother's Day, it's probably not going to get here for Mother's Day because if you order it tonight, it will, don't want to guarantee anything, but it should be to you by Monday. And mums can understand. Sorry, mum ordered it. It was the postman's fault. They don't need to know that you just ordered it tonight, that you weren't real organized and did it 2 weeks ago. Back to this, really good gifting. So everyone who's it's a mosquito. Everyone who's my friend, expect to get some of these for your birthdays and your Christmases. Where else was I going with that? So it's got a little silicone stopper on here. It's just so nice to drink out of. I've never been a takeaway cup girl because I've never really enjoyed drinking out of the takeaway cups because they always have those really narrow, stupid holes. But this, like, once you drink out of it, you'll understand. And then Chandra came the other day with her cup, and then she like left with it. And Elliot was like, she's stolen your cup, mum. And I was like, no, it's hers. So she literally traveled all the way from Taranaki all the way to here. She was cleaning out horse sheaths. So if you know what I'm talking about, she did 42 horse sheaths, I think, in 2 days. It's a lot of sheaths. It's a lot of, no, I'm just joking. It's getting late at night. Sorry, PG, the kids should be in bed. Anyway, these cups, okay? Buy one, get one free. Also got, thanks, Vanessa. These cups here, buy one, get one free. I think you normally pay $18 for 2, but then, of course, you can get 4 for $18. Freaking amazing. I already have 8 of these. Otherwise, I would actually have 7 because we had a dog called Riley and he chewed one. Freaking hell, went through the roof. Anyway, we don't have him anymore, but he's living a better life with someone else that has more energy for him. Yeah, so good. They're actually really solid, sturdy cups. So I have them up with my other kids' cups up here. My kids don't drink out of them quite so much, but when all the friends come, I can just get 8 out and then they can all have the same cups and they don't fight. But I make them sit at the table because obviously there's no cap on it, so they're going to spill it. Whereas my other ones I normally use, they have a little sippy thing on it. So hopefully when the kids deal was on yesterday for 1 hour, you all rushed out, got the set with the tumblers in it. Camping, if you just want to drink out of these at your house, you totally could. Obviously I prefer a China cup, but there's nothing wrong with these. If this was needed washing and I didn't want to wash it, I would still drink out of one of these. And the last thing, by the way, Kat and Vanessa, you guys are going to be battling it out. I'm going to do a drawer for the big spreader. So if you're like buttering bread all the time, great. If you want to smear a cake down and flatten a slice down and a slice thingy, perfect. Just if you're doing your silicone, don't brush your sharp edges against the edge of the silicone because it'll scratch it. Yeah, use your imagination with that one. What you could, that's the wrong, you know what I mean, in the kitchen. Right, sharp at one end. Fuck, I so need some sleep. Awesome color. Thank you, Bronwyn. On the Bogo deal, I can't remember the exact details of this, but it's on the Bogo tile, so I'll just show you it. So the pet thingies have come on special. I don't know if it was in a Bogo or if they're just selling them. I've just washed it because it had Stella's biscuits in it. This is the middle size. So there's a smaller size and then there's a bigger size, probably like that much bigger. I do love it for taking with me, but I don't let the kids use it because if you squeeze this really hard, can you hear that? If you squeeze this really hard, this part can actually, it's a reasonable seal, but if you squeeze this bit too much when it's full of biscuits, the bottom could fall off. It's not like the most amazing seal in the world. So if you are wanting the most amazing seal in the world, I would say, you can't see one here, but the ovals or the super ovals, if you're wanting to pour your pet through from something, get an oval or a super oval because the seal is not going to come off with the weight of the biscuits. Not that it comes off with the weight of the biscuits, but if you're too rough and you squeeze it, yeah, it's going to be a bit more gentle with it. So it's our takeaway one because obviously Stella's got like a huge black rubbish bin with all her biscuits in it. And then it's got a really good pouring hole, so it's a decent size. That stays up when you're pouring, so it's not going to fall down and get into your biscuits. And when you seal it up, it is very airtight, so your biscuits aren't going to go feral in there, and the mice aren't going to get in there, and that sort of thing. So I apologize for my inappropriateness before as well. I think that's all I've got to share about snacking and tea and coffee stations. There is also, we do have other muggy things. They're not on the Bogo, but if you're like, oh, that's not quite my jam, do have a bit of a search on the website. And I'll just quickly check on the site to see if I missed anything that really needed to be shared. Hopefully you've checked out the silicone videos that I've done. Honestly, everyone needs Tupperware silicone in their life. You don't know how good it is until you use it. Right, so there's also a sandwich keeper in the buy one get one free. And so it's normally $12 for an orange one for one ounce, but you can get two for $12. So like $6 for a sandwich keeper. That's actually so good. I'm going to get a sandwich keeper to show you. Right, that's my kids. I don't know if you can see that in there. That's my kids, the kids' lunch area cupboard and all of our leftover food for like kids stuff. Yeah, I have an issue. I know I did a Tupperware in-home party the other day and I realized quite how obsessed I am. But that's okay. I think it's a healthy obsession. Anyway, back to the sandwich keeper. Obviously, you can put sandwiches in there. You could put lots of stuff in your period pack for girls in their school bags. Snack packs in the car. So you could have a little muesli bar in here, some cut up apples and some crackers. And it's very... it's reasonably, I'm not going to say it's very airtight because when you do that, you can hear air. So air can come in and out. But in regards to keeping sandwiches, it's not like you're keeping them in there for 5 days. Okay, put them in there. Even if you found them the next day, it'd probably still be reasonably fresh. This is going to prevent Glad wrap. So if you're still using Glad wrap or Glad bags, please don't. You don't need to anymore because you can get 2 of these for $12. So it works out to be $6 each. You're probably spending bloody $6 a week on Glad wrap, just wrapping with sandwiches and your biscuits. So yeah, you could cut your kids' fruit up. This is your cut fruit container. Here's your sandwich container. Get 4 of them. And then there's their whole lunch in these things. Okay, no more Glad wrap. No more single-use plastic bags. Sorry if I'm making anyone feel guilty, but you should feel a little bit guilty because it's our planet, okay? The pet bowls. Maybe I should share the screen and then you can see this actually. So on the website, on the shop link, I just went to offers. And for some reason now it doesn't have BOGO in a separate, if you go up here and you just want the BOGO, click on offers, go BOGO. Screen is very small. Oh, there we go. So these are all the BOGOs. There's, I don't know why you'd want 2 sifters, but if you want 2 sifters, you can get 2 sifters. One's enough for me. Spoon rest. Oh yeah, I don't have a spoon rest, but really I'm thinking if you were going to get a spoon rest, now's the time, because then you'd have one, you're using it, and then maybe the other one's in the dishes or you can't find the other one. 2 for $15. So I'm trying to plan my order. So I'm going to get some of those and I'm going to get some more of those cups. Everyone can have those as birthday presents. And I probably don't need the pet bowls, but 4 pet bowls for $29. So cute. And then, so if you go back to offers, you'll see some of our other birthday offers. So I'll just run through this and then I'm going to do the draw for you, Kat and Vanessa. So if you scroll down, look, we've still got some of our modular deals on sale. I actually can't believe they've sold out. So it's 30% off. Here's our stacker thingy, but Vanessa has just said the onion meat is maybe sold out. Garlic shallot, onion meat, it's there. Whoop, whoop. So sometimes what happens is it says sold out and then we just have to reassign stock to it because maybe some more's come in or we decide we're going to put more of them up for special. I've got a chop collector coming, so I'm excited about that. Right, so when you're going to do, if you're going to get a bundle offer, don't click add to cart from here, actually click into it so you can tick those other things that you want to put in your bundle. So then you'd tick, 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 whatever you want, and then you'd go add to cart and it would come up with a new total there, depending on what you'd added to your cart. I've got the elegant jars coming for the cottage. I have the chopper. I was talking to a lady today about doing her pantry. So she's looking at maybe getting a couple of those pears. They will sell out. We've already had some things sell out. There's a little Mickey Mini set that I showed you. And oh my God, hopefully you all ordered a mat and a knife. I'm pretty sure Kat was going to. Hopefully she did because the knife is freaking amazing. These little Mickey Mini containers, so $36. Need to go and change the lid over. Oh, that's the other thing, tea and coffee snacking station. So the label's on special, $22.40. So then when you get your fancy tea and coffee thingies, I don't know if you can see that on there, instant coffee, okay? So you just got to make sure you get that in your life. Last thing, and then we'll do the draw. If you go to new, we've had a whole lot of new stuff come into the range, or maybe it's changed color, or we've put it into a set, whereas it wasn't in a set before. So do check that out. Everyone needs the tea towel. So if you're going to pick one new thing, make sure you get the tea towels. I have got some sets of drink bottles coming because people always want drink bottles, but they don't want to buy 4. So for the 1 litres, I think it works out to be $19.50 a bottle. So then the little bottles would be less, like $14 or something. Yes, all right. So let's go to Wheel of Names. And I'll just make sure no one else is on the Zoom. Nope, Vanessa and Kat. And Kat. Down. Both having parties. Good work, host, getting here and getting amongst the Tupperware business. Down. So, Kat, you're going to get to spread it in there. So if nothing else, you use it to smack Oscar on the bum. Just joking. Right, stop sharing and got your knife chopping board today. Yes, love it. Chopped up some bacon for a macaroni cheese. Yeah, you need an onion, mate. Wicked, Vanessa. What we could do, Vanessa, is if you're, so you want to get to $1,200 in sales. If your party gets to $1,200 in sales and you're happy to close the party off there and not aim for the 2,000 or not aim for any more rewards, you could then close your party and then make sure all your people have ordered, close your party, and then you'll earn your Tupper points. Your Tupper points should come to you as soon as I close your party, and then you could use your Tupper points potentially to buy the onion mate, but I think you'd have to buy another potato mate to unlock the onion mate. I don't think you can get the onion mate. Sorry, Oscar. I don't think you can get the onion mate on its own, but we can yarn more about that anyway. So I'll stop the live on Facebook. I'll just make sure no one's commented on there and wants me to answer any questions. Can you start again? I missed the live. I'm still live, Donna, but you can go back and watch. It's just me yarning, being slightly inappropriate because I'm really tired. I had a big in-home Tupperware party on Tuesday and then just catching up on birthday stuff and life stuff. Who you should have seen his face to what you said. I would never smack anyone's bum, Oscar? He's like, I've seen you do your nana at your kids, Cheryl. Right, so bye-bye Facebook. Sorry, Donna, that you missed the start of it. I've actually been talking for, holy crap, 26 minutes. This is terrible. Right, and I'll stop the recording.